child do you love more? It's like we can't do any of that
No, they can't. They can't say anything.
every
Like
time.
we like all of them, but
Yeah.
and it'd be hard, to pick after 25 years
I
of
can't
making
even.
games.
I can't even pick a favorite. All right, look, let's head it back over to the Blizz Couch for an esports preview with Malik and Blizzard Esports Operations Director Kim Fan.
Thank you very much, Alex. One of my favorite traditions is every year I get to talk to Kim. Kim, how are you doing?
I am doing great. I'm so excited for BlizzCon this year. I am excited for every BlizzCon, but especially this one.
Right, there's a lot of stuff going on this year. A lot of esports happening. Let's just go ahead and start off with what I think is probably one of the more competitive brackets here at BlizzCon, Heroes of the Storm. What can we expect from Heroes the HGC this year?
The HGC finals, I'm most excited about the bracket. I think this is probably the best bracket that we could ask for our top 8. Every single match is going to be a very intense match, and I think the one I'm most excited to watch is probably Team Dignitas versus Team Expert.
Yes.
Really want to know who is truly like top 2 in Europe, because forever everyone says it's Fnatic and Dignitas.
Yeah,
but it was actually Fnatic and Team Expert that came in through the league play. So Dignitas had to come through playoffs.
Right. A lot of people have been saying that Dignitas is kind of like the dark horse for the Heroes tournament, and they see them kind of upsetting quite a few people, including Fnatic, leading into the finals. But who knows?
But Dignitas is known for their live event play.
Right.
Like they feed off of the energy of the crowd. So when they see the crowd cheering, something happens and they kick into gear and they just play amazing. So I expect them to do really well in this tournament.
All right. So what do you think about the NA having so many teams here in Heroes?
That is the other cool story. Like North America was not doing well.
We were the land of the free. We were free wins pretty much.
They were not doing well in the international tournaments for Heroes, but all 3 teams advanced into the bracket. So I was very impressed to see that. I think NA is, giving everyone a run for their money.
Yeah, it warms my heart to see Tempo Storm there. They're like one of the OG big dogs of Heroes of the Storm. To see them there is so great. All right, so let's go ahead and move along to Overwatch, the Overwatch World Cup. Of course, we got a lot of pride at stake here. Who do you see, or what do you think is going to happen in that tournament?
Oh gosh, the World Cup is such a fun tournament to watch because you can cheer for your country, and I think everyone is really excited to see who and if anyone can beat the Korean team. And I believe if there's any country that can do it, it's America, USA.
Yes.
I really believe it. They have been training very hard. They have been, the last 2 weeks just practicing, maybe the last month. And they're also the most confident in believing that they can beat Korea. And that match happens today. So it's the last match of the day where Korea versus USA. I really want to know if they can, make it tough for the Korean player and if they can even win.
Right. So during my travels with the Overwatch World Cup, which was one of the best experiences I've ever had in my life, when I saw teams go up against South Korea, they were scared. A lot of them had already said it was written in the sand that they were going to lose. So to see the USA having so much confidence, it gives me confidence. Like,
I know.
Somebody might actually do this.
I think the 2 countries that really want to go up against Korea is France and USA.
Right.
But we'll see how USA fares today.
Yeah, I hope they just take a game. I would like to see them win, but if they take a game, I'll be happy, to be honest.
I'm confident they will take a game.
All right, I like that. I like that confidence. All right, so let's keep it moving. We'll go to StarCraft next. What should we expect with the WCS this year?
StarCraft has the reverse bracket. I think it's probably not the best bracket we could ask for StarCraft. It's very heavy-sided. I think the lower part of the bracket is where all of the favorites are, where all of the best Korean players are.
Yes.
So that's going to be interesting. I think we're going to see a lot of favorites get knocked out.
Right. We already lost a lot of good people in group stages.
We did. We lost Neeb. I really wanted to see Neeb make it, but we know we have 2 great non-Korean players who are going to be facing each other off first, and that's Special from LATAM, and then also Elaser. So for sure we're going to have a non-Korean make it to the semifinals, but there's a very high chance that they can even make it to the final.
Yes, that's awesome. And also I want to shout out Innovation in there. I just want to see him get it. I want to see him get it. All right, so
I think he's the favorite to win.
Yeah, for sure. It's his to win. It's his tournament to win.
It is his tournament to win.
All right, so we're going to move along to the WoW World Championship.
Yes, WoW is wow.
I know, right?
I'm very excited for WoW. We have a brand new stage for. I love it, and you know what? WoW is our longest. WoW is our longest. standing esports championship at BlizzCon. So this is our 10th year WoW 3v3 Arena championship. So it's been the longest standing esports tournament at BlizzCon. We invited 12 teams here, so that's more than last year, which was only 8. And I'm super excited that the Latin American team and the Australia team has made it to BlizzCon so far. So we'll see how they do.
You think there's a chance of a possible three-peat? I'll say three-peat in quotes because it's kind of different teams. But
it's the same team.
It's the same guys.
Yes.
Yeah, the
different
same group.
Name.
Different name, right.
Method Triforce is the team that has won the championship 2 times in a row now. So there's a really big chance that they can take a 3rd title. People may not know that they won last year. They changed their name.
Yeah,
they
won
won
Splice
last
year.
Splice.
Right.
Year before they were SK Gaming.
Right.
So now they're back as Method Triforce, and I expect to see them do really well. But you know, I'm just glad to see so many amazing WoW teams here.
Is there any dark horse team that we should be looking out for to take them out?
Oh. You know, I'm excited to see how Grumble performs.
Yes.
And
that'll be a great matchup.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a really good matchup too, just because they weren't expected to do well at the European Championship, and they made it to Game 5 against Method, and that was super exciting.
Right.
So we'll see how they do.
All right. Well, I would like to get on to the Hearthstone Invitational because they kind of switched up the tournament this year, but we got to keep it going because opening ceremony is coming up soon. So thank you very much, Kim. And with that, we're going to go ahead and send it back to the desk. Alex, Michelle, take it away.
Thank you so much, Malik and Kim. The Anaheim Convention Center, which has been hosting BlizzCon since 2005, just completed a major expansion this year, adding the additional brand new North Hall, resulting in, you guessed it, even more BlizzCon for fans to enjoy. I mean, they've expanded. Now the convention center is 1.2 million square feet. And that's the equivalent of 21 football fields.
Is that true?
Yeah.
21
football fields. And we're up to 11 stages.
11 stages.
So much content.
And what I heard is that the attendance was now 30,000
Oh, my God. Are there 30,000 people in here right now?
Are there 30,000 people?
I'm guessing yes.
Okay.
Everybody's just so focused and ready.
I know, right? They're like, well, let's take a quick look at the map of the revamped show floor because we have a really cool map that we can take a look at here. We've got the Mythic stage that you're looking at. That's where a lot of you guys are right now. Let's hear it, Mythic stage. All right, and then next we have the World of Warcraft Championship stage, which is just gorgeous.
All of the games, all the esports got their own stages, and they are lit up. That World of Warcraft stage is gorgeous. And of course, Heroes of the Storm, the HGC finals happening for 2017, right across from us.
Yeah.
So hello, HGC.
What's up, HGC?
Yeah, there you is.
I love that we can hear all of them. And next up, we have that StarCraft World Championship Series Global Finals stage. What's going on, StarCraft?
The grandfather of it all.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
of course, that hot,
Whoa.
sexy new Overwatch arena. So sad we're not going to be able to hang out in there.
I wish right now that they were so loud that we could hear them all the way over here.
And if you want, why don't you travel your little footsies over to, boom, us right here, the All Access broadcast stage. I mean, look, come by, say hi.
Yeah.
We don't have anything to do except this live show.
About just chill, yeah.
So what have you guys been up to over the last year?
What have you been doing,
Malik,
You've been all over
back
the
in
world.
the country.
All types of esports stuff. I traveled the world with the Overwatch World Cup. That was awesome. I got to go to Shanghai, China, Sydney, Australia, Katowice, Poland. It was dope. It was dope. I got to see the best Overwatch players in the world, take all their tips,
Yeah,
apply them
that's
to my
why you're so
gameplay.
good at it.
I made myself
That's
better.
right.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
right.
it was dope. But you guys have been pretty busy too, right?
Yeah. I've been doing some stuff with esports. I kind of took all the experiences that I had and observations, and I created an esports scripted comedy for everyone to enjoy
Amazing.
called Good Game, and I even got it produced with Dan Harmon.
That's fantastic.
What about you, dude?
Absolutely prepping for this show.
Yeah.
No Diablo?
But
Nope.
yeah, I thought you were going pro.
Nah.
You
I
got
tried
rid
to
of
go
it?
Diablo Pro. It just didn't work out.
No sponsors?
No sponsors. Nobody
Not yet?
wanted me anymore.
Soon, hashtag Alex.
D3 Pro soon.
All right, well, before we head over to the opening ceremonies, we want to tell you guys a little bit about the new and improved BlizzCon mobile app that we've been talking a little bit about. So whether you're here at BlizzCon or you're watching at home, the BlizzCon mobile app will help you make the most out of your BlizzCon experience with streaming panels and videos, interactive event schedule, the hall maps like we had just showed you. You're gonna have esports updates as well. And that you can even use the BlizzCon mobile app after the show is over, like we've been saying. I think it's about for a 1 month so that you can relive everything that's happened here.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
And by the way, it is about time.
Oh,
we
God.
are heading it over to Mythic Stage for opening ceremonies of BlizzCon 2017.
I first discovered Blizzard games when I was 13.
I was young as hell.
Warcraft 1 for me.
Oh, you're old.
Yes, I'm old.
I've been a gamer since childhood.
Before I could even spell.
My parents promoted a culture of video game love, and I am a product of that culture.
Kind of been something we've been doing since we were little kids.
You know, just to spend time together.
The person who drew me to it was my dad. He'd scoop me up and put me in his lap, and he'd have me read his combat logs.
WoW is certainly my jam.
I'm currently Alliance.
Alliance.
For the Horde!
For the Horde!
Diablo 3.
StarCraft was kind of the thing we could get into.
It's our Super Bowl.
I'm a Grandmaster player in Heroes of the Storm.
So I started playing Hearthstone, and then it was like I was pulling over my car to play a match of Hearthstone.
He was the first one who played Overwatch.
That's true. Everybody has a story around the games.
Without Blizzard, my whole high school experience would have been completely different. I made friends for life playing StarCraft 2.
We met in World of Warcraft.
Playing Heroes of the Storm professionally has really been a life-changing experience for me.
I first started playing Blizzard games in the Navy. You know, it was a good way of just kind of unwinding.
Games defined me, like almost entirely.
Tauren, Bear Druid for life.
My only tattoo is on my right arm right here.
It doesn't matter who you are, what you look like.
A Blizzard gamer could look like anything, anyone.
I don't date bronze players.
Blizzard is like an open, inclusive, positive, wonderful community.
You're playing with millions of other people around the world.
I'm from a super small town in Germany called Lübbenau.
My sister and I, since she moved to Italy, we started the tradition of playing Heroes of the Storm in Christmas skins.
If I'm playing with my mom, it's kind of like taking a stroll down the beach together, except we're in World of Warcraft.
Your friends are global.
Germany, France, Spain.
Hi, Mom, hi, Dad.
It's obviously a community or even a family.
They're there to like connect with you. You know, emotional support if you need it.
Our son, who's 7, he's a massive Warcraft fan. He came to BlizzCon last year. He's fully dressed as King Lane. He was very shy, but when everybody gathered around him, giving him high fives, really got him out of his shell that whole day.
We lived in different states, and at night we would get together and kind of crawl through dungeons. Playing Diablo every day, playing Overwatch every day really brought us closer as sisters.
My father taught me how to play video games. That was our time, and when I was a teenager, I lost him suddenly. To keep his memory alive, I kept playing video games. It was the only way I could keep him close.
These are games that I shared with my wife and now that I share with my kids.
It feels like a family within a family.
That's been such an amazing thing to see how many people have learned from games, how many people have connected from games.
And when you look at BlizzCon, it even transcends the games themselves.
Because it's become the place that I see all of my friends and I share all those experiences.
Last BlizzCon, so last year, he proposed to me by the orc statue.
The Horde symbol's on the side.
And I said yes.
The couple that plays together is the couple that stays together.
This year will be my first time attending BlizzCon.
You will bleed Blizzard blue for the rest of your life.
When you see someone who is another Overwatch cosplayer or something like that, it's like, oh.
It gives me the opportunity to be a little wilder than I normally would be.
It brings together a wide range of people that you normally wouldn't see together.
Like a big-ass family.
Blizzard is friends.
Friendship.
Community.
Generations.
Blizzard brings people together.
Together.
Family.
It's such a family thing for us.
There's always people that are as excited and passionate about it as you are.
The connections that you make in the Blizzard community are lifelong connections.
And they always will be there.
Games and people together.
It's awesome to feel like you're really part of a huge community.
You really do feel like you belong.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome President and CEO of Blizzard Entertainment, Mike Morhaime.
Hello, BlizzCon!
Is the Alliance here? How about the Horde? Terran, Protoss, and Zerg. Adventures in Hearthstone. Heroes of Sanctuary. Heroes of the Storm. How about my heroes of Overwatch? All of you, welcome to BlizzCon 2017. It feels so good to be back at BlizzCon. Okay, I'm going to keep with tradition and ask, how many of you here are attending BlizzCon for the very first time? And how many of you have been to BlizzCon before? How many of you have been to at least 5 BlizzCons? Well, I am grateful to be back. Thank you for being here and choosing to spend the next 2 days with us. I still can't believe it, but this is our 11th BlizzCon. That's right. This one goes to 11. This is our biggest show yet. We have more panels, games, activities, tournaments, and the most attendees of any BlizzCon ever. There are more than 30,000 of you here in Anaheim, and millions more are tuning in from home. Once again, we have taken over the entire convention center. There is even a brand new building, and we've taken over that as well. In fact, some of you are watching the opening ceremony from there. Let's give them a big shout of hello. Hello! We have some of our new game content there. We also have Hearthstone Esports, the Hearthstone Tavern, and much more over there. Just head towards Hall A, go upstairs, and you'll see the signs. You really have to check it out. So, we have changed up the opening ceremony. Many of you are here with me in Hall D, but thousands of you are watching from across the convention center, in the arena, and as I mentioned, in the new building. In addition to this stage, we will have developers join in and showcase their announcements from a few different stages across the convention center. So we're trying something new this year. Let's hope it works. We have come from far and wide. All 50 states and more than 50 different countries are represented here at BlizzCon. And people from more than 170 countries are tuning in through the virtual ticket. But no matter who we are or where we're from, we are all here for the same reasons. We have a shared love of games and their stories and characters. And most of all, we're here because of the relationships we've built and fostered through gaming. I am very honored to have been part of this community and to have watched it grow. This year, the Blizzard community is bigger than ever, with over 40 million players logging in each month across all of our games. All right, a ton has happened in the past year. In World of Warcraft, we went all the way to Argus on our quest to save Azeroth. In Hearthstone, we traveled from Gadgetzan to Angoro and even returned as Death Knights atop the Frozen Throne. We raised the dead, again, with the Necromancer in Diablo 3. And we went into battle with awesome new heroes and maps in Overwatch, Heroes of the Storm, and StarCraft 2. We also renewed our passion for a classic Blizzard game with StarCraft Remastered. And this past week, for the first time ever, we welcomed a non-Blizzard game onto the Battle.net platform with Destiny 2. Do we have any Guardians out there? Now let's talk about esports. Last BlizzCon, we unveiled plans for our most ambitious project yet in competitive gaming, the Overwatch League. Since then, we have partnered up with a dynamic array of leaders from both esports and traditional sports. And our first season will include 12 teams based in cities around the world. We'll be broadcasting the first season out of the new state-of-the-art studio, Blizzard Arena Los Angeles. The new Blizzard Arena will be a place that we can come together to witness exciting moments and memories in Overwatch and other Blizzard esports all year round. It's awesome. This has been an amazing year with a ton of esports action. Let's take a look at some of the highlights.
The happiest man in the room. He is your global champion.
Dazzling days of Hearthstones in Shanghai.
Look at that song. It's a spring champion.
Welcome to LA.
South Korea takes its rightful place in Hearthstone esports. And China looks like they will just have a cakewalk here on Dorado.
Hometown heroes of Australia.
We're in overtime, 99.99. There it is. What a performance. Poland, the home team, taking on South Korea. From J-Home, taking him out of the fight, and South Korea takes it.
The road to the World Cup Championship, Team USA going against Team Germany.
The melee just in time, and the U.S., they've done it. They are going to BlizzCon.
Lunatic high! Twice in a row, back-to-back championships. And they start a dynasty.
This is just the beginning of the action. Live from the Blizzard Arena. Massive congratulations to Giganti.
It is time for the grand final!
Bigby goes in, and this could be game Dictators!
One final map here for the World Championship.
It is champion! Pops off! Fnatic has done it!
The time has come. MVP Black versus L5.
L5, they will be your Eastern Clash champions!
UT Arlington never stopped believing!
They are your heroes of the door! Looney's doing everything in his power. That's it! Evo are going to BlizzCon! Looking to take this series of
Method are your champions!
Cheers gets my control to a terrible position.
Method Synergy is the best team in North America.
Bandit Global are going to BlizzCon!
Katowice gives us some of the best StarCraft that we will ever see.
And that is GG! And now, the GSL's finals. Stats has done it! Gumiho has forced history to repeat itself. Innovation! GSL Bonus Champion!
Team is looking to get a victory mark.
Is a three-time WCS champion.
The Laser is your WCS champion.
BlizzCon is loaded with esports. The Hearthstone Invitational has 12 of your favorite pros and streamers competing as teams in a set of challenges. The Overwatch World Cup will have the top countries in the world battling for the gold medal. If you're looking for World Championship events, we've got those too. The World of Warcraft Arena World Championship, the Heroes Global Championship Finals, and the StarCraft II WCS Global Finals will all crown world champions who have earned their place after a year's worth of competition. We're also hosting a thrilling exhibition match for StarCraft Remastered featuring two legendary players, Bisu and Jaedong. And this year, we've built brand new stages for World of Warcraft, Overwatch, and StarCraft II. Speaking of StarCraft II esports, Intel announced this morning that they will host a tournament in Pyeongchang leading into the Winter Games. This tournament will feature StarCraft II. This is an amazing honor for the game and wonderful recognition for esports. We're very proud to be part of it. We've got some cool StarCraft II game updates to share with you as well. The newest co-op commander in the game is actually 2 characters in one, Mira Han and Matt Horner. We're showcasing them here at BlizzCon, along with a new co-op mission called Part and Parcel. That's playable in the StarCraft area in Hall A, so go check it out. And there's another thing I want to mention about StarCraft II. You have helped make it one of the best-selling, highest-rated PC games in history, and your support is why we continue to create new content for it. We are always looking for ways to help you get new friends into the game and bring old friends back as well. So I'm very excited to announce that we're making StarCraft II free to play. Starting on November 14th, everyone will get the full Wings of Liberty campaign. And if you already own Wings of Liberty, we're going to give you Heart of the Swarm. In addition, everyone will get access to the full StarCraft II ranked ladder. And we're also improving co-op mode with free access to every co-op commander in the game up to level 5. For more details, be sure to check out the StarCraft II panel in the North Hall today or visit StarCraft2.com. We have more to announce this morning, but I want to take a moment. BlizzCon isn't only about the games and the announcements. It's also about the relationships we create and strengthen when we come together. I continue to be amazed at the incredible stories people share of friendships and strong connections that have grown through our love for gaming. There are no strangers at BlizzCon, only friends you haven't met yet. This is the most incredible family reunion in the world. Our community has grown tremendously over the last few years, and we're welcoming in a lot of new people into our family. I encourage you to welcome them online, and especially here at the show. Let's show them what a special community this is, a community of shared values and shared passions. There's a lot of craziness out in the world, but we don't have to let that be part of our world. If we make an effort to be kind and welcoming to people in our games and in our community, we will make a positive impact. And that positivity will trickle back out into the wider world. A friend of mine once said, "Never accept the world as it appears to be. Dare to see it for what it could be." All right, everyone. We've got a really great event planned for you. Blizzard employees are looking forward to connecting with you throughout the show. Look for us in the blue shirts. We have the awesome community contest tonight, hosted by Chris Hardwick. And tomorrow, Muse will be here. We have a lot more news to share, so I'm going to hand it off to K.O. Milker from the Heroes of the Storm team.
Hello, BlizzCon. And hi, everybody watching at home on the stream. I missed you. Hey, thanks, Mom. So much has happened. So much has happened in the Nexus since I was on this stage with you last year. And thanks to the feedback and support from all of you in our community, we've continued to expand and evolve Heroes of the Storm together. With Heroes 2.0 in April, we uncapped level progression and opened up all of the game's content as rewards every time you level a hero. Now, Heroes 2.0 was the biggest moment for our game yet. It was even bigger than our original launch. So I want to thank everyone who came in to check out all of that great content with us. Thank you. But of course, new content is the lifeblood of our game. And since launching in 2015, we've doubled the number of battlegrounds and more than doubled the number of heroes, with 15 new heroes added since last BlizzCon alone. Yeah. So those of you who are with us know that we've had a very busy year with some incredible additions to our heroes roster. But we're not done yet. Now, the coolest thing I get to do up here is debut a new cinematic. So let's see which new heroes have arrived to explore the secrets of the Nexus.
Impressive, Archer. But you'll need to do better than that.
You have no idea what I am capable of.
Good. Because you must be ready for anything. You show promise, Hanzo. Well done. But greater challenges still await us.
I believe we are ready.
It's time to find out.
It's amazing getting to experience something like that with you for the first time. And I love getting to see Alex Straza and Hanzo together in Dragonshire testing one another. And you definitely get the feeling that something is stirring in the Nexus as well. So Alex Straza, the Lifebinder, is a versatile range support who manipulates her life energy to heal her allies. And when her life or those of her teammates is threatened, she can transform into a mighty dragon using her trait, Dragon Queen. Yeah. And for all of you Hanzo mains out there, I see you. Rejoice, because the Shimada clan's most dangerous archer is a nimble ranged assassin who can deal damage from afar and serve as a nimble scout for his team. So in addition to bringing these two iconic dragons to the Nexus, we also have some other exciting news to share with you at BlizzCon. You see, while Heroes 2.0 was our time to reimagine progression and rewards in our out-of-game experience, we're also turning our eye towards improving our core in-game experience as well. Now, I brought along a video that will not only show you our double dragons in-game, but also gives you a taste of some of the big changes to come.
ぞ島だ。ムーが我が敵を食らう。
It's so cool to see Alex Straza and Hanzo in action, and I can't wait for all of you to get to play them and experience our 2018 gameplay update. Yeah. All right, I'm also really excited about bringing performance-based matchmaking to the game, because it rethinks our traditional win-loss-based system and lets your personal performance in matches directly influence your matchmaking rating, whether you win or lose. Yeah. So we know how important that is to our community, and we've heard your feedback, so please keep it coming. Now, no doubt you have some questions about our new heroes and the 2018 gameplay update, so for all the details on that and more, please check out the Heroes of the Storm What's Next panel today and our Deep Dive panel tomorrow. And of course, for all of you here at BlizzCon, our new heroes and the gameplay changes are playable out on the show floor, so please go try them out and let us know what you think. And for all of us, what better way to wrap this year than to see the best players in the world at the Heroes Grand Championship or Global Championship World Finals tomorrow night. I know I can't wait to see these teams battle it out this weekend. All right. Okay, BlizzCon, we have some incredible things coming for you all in the next year. And while we'll be bringing you epic content and unforgettable heroes, we also have plans to dive deeper into events that are unfolding in the Nexus. We can't wait to share that and so much more with you. But in the meantime, thank you for inspiring us to make Heroes of the Storm bigger and better than ever, and we'll see you in the Nexus. All right, now it's my pleasure to hand it off to Hearthstone's game director, Ben Brode, over on the Hearthstone stage.
BlizzCon! What up? Well met. Wow, there's a lot of people here. All right. Yeah, this is awesome. I've never done the opening ceremony before. This is crazy. All right, listen. If you love Hearthstone like I do, this is going to be the best BlizzCon yet. We outgrew the convention center. They had to build us a brand new hall. I'm standing here on the legendary Hearthstone esports stage where the Invitational will take place later this weekend. You get it. The Hearthstone Tavern is back and bigger than ever. Come stop by for a drink or to challenge one of the Hearthstone developers. I think it's one of the coolest things at BlizzCon. Listen, this has been an awesome year for Hearthstone. We journeyed into Ungoro Crater. We joined the Lich King and became Knights of the Frozen Throne. And today, you're going to see the final set in the Year of the Mammoth. It comes out next month, and it takes us back to the roots of classic fantasy, full of monsters, treasures, and traps. It brings back memories of sitting around a table, gaming with your buddies, delving deep into dark dungeons. Get ready for Hearthstone's next expansion.
Legends tell of a vast underground world and the countless treasures that lie in store for worthy adventurers. You've signed up the best, you're on a great quest to find the mighty mother lode. There's treasure galore, but perils in store and construction that isn't up to code. Trespass with care, there's sure to be something rare. You can grab all the loot that you can handle. Such riches you'll own, but leave one thing alone.
You don't take control.
And if you steal the light, you then must take flight, eluding each hazard and each strife. It's a chaotic race as the monsters give chase, and all the while you're trying to follow the map. They're gaining on you, your options are few, and you fear that you're never gonna get home. You sought after wealth, will you lose all your health to kobolds and catacombs? It's kobolds and catacombs!
I love this set. It's awesome. Kobold tunnels full of treasure. This is our love letter to that classic fantasy dungeon crawling vibe. So what kind of cards can you expect from Kobolds and Catacombs? I'm not gonna tell you. I'm gonna let you discover the set for yourselves. Steel yourselves, adventurers. We're going in. Okay, you're in the entrance to a dungeon on a quest to find legendary treasure. To your left is a tunnel. Stinky goo lines the floors and walls. To your right is a massive door with a huge lock. But the lock is broken. Where do you want to go? Okay. All right. Cheer if you want to go into the tunnel. All right, now cheer if you want to go in the door. Okay, I think I heard tunnel louder, I think. Okay. All right, so we're gonna go left. We're gonna go left. Right? Okay. All right. We're gonna go left. To the Stinky Goo tunnel. All right, great. Okay, let's go. All right. So you slide through the tunnel and enter a room with a huge ooze creature lying dead on the floor. Prying a chest from its remains is the legendary adventurer, Marin the Fox. So Marin will spawn a chest, and if you can break the chest open, you'll earn one of the craziest cards we've ever made in Hearthstone, cards like Toland's Goblet. Draw a card, fill your hand with copies of it. It's pretty crazy. All right. Marin is so excited to join your party that he's coming out way before the rest of the set. Everyone who logs in starting Monday will get Marin the Fox for free. Also, everyone here at BlizzCon or watching at home via the virtual tickets will also get a golden copy. Okay, back to the dungeon. Marin winks at you and escapes with the treasure. You see two doors in front of you. To your left is a door with a sign on it that says, Kobold Treasure Hoard, adventurers keep out. To your right is a door with the words certain death scrawled on it. Where do you want to go? Why? Okay. We're gonna go right. Okay, we're gonna go right. You guys are bold. All right. Let's go. Let's check it out. Okay, so your party enters the room, and as you do, the walls start closing in, crushing half of your party. What did you expect? All right. So, okay, everybody from here to here, you're all dead. All right. On the bright side, you found another new card, Crushing Walls. Destroy your opponent's left and rightmost minions. This is a hunter card. Okay, well, you guys are gonna have to recruit some new party members to finish the dungeon. Fortunately, the new keyword in Kobolds and Catacombs is recruit. All right, so recruit means that you'll pull a minion directly out of your deck and put it directly into the battlefield. So imagine pulling Ysera for only 6 mana. Should make a pretty good healer for your party, I think. All right. You can tell that you're close to finding the legendary treasure. This next decision is very important. To your left is a hallway, and claw marks mar the entrance. To your right is another hall that is literally on fire. Okay, where do you want to go? Where do you want to go? Okay, hi. If you want to go left, cheer. How about right? Okay, we're gonna go right. We're gonna go right. All right, let's go. So you run through the hallway, burning away most of your clothes, and you enter a room filled with kobold candles surrounding a pedestal with a glowing disc atop it. It's the legendary treasure you were searching for, the priest card, Dragon Soul. Yes, this is Hearthstone's first legendary weapon. Every time you cast 3 spells, you'll summon a huge dragon. We've made legendary weapons for all 9 classes, even ones that have never had weapons before. I'm super excited about these 9 cards. They're crazy. BlizzCon, congratulations on completing the dungeon and escaping with the legendary treasure. Good job. Well done. Unfortunately, you missed some of the cards in the dungeon, so you'll have to come to the panel later today to see the things you didn't get to explore. Check out some of the other cards and the other mechanics in Kobolds and Catacombs. So, look, there was a reason I ran you through a dungeon, and it wasn't just to kill this half of the room. We also have a new single-player experience, and it's nothing like what we've done in the past. This time, we're introducing a totally new single-player mode, and it's called the Dungeon Run. So a dungeon run is all about defeating bosses, collecting loot, and leveling up your character. And in a Kobolds and Catacombs dungeon run, we'll shuffle up an 8-card boss deck, and you'll defeat 8 random bosses. And each time you defeat a boss, you'll learn some new cards for your deck. You start with a lowly 10-card deck. You'll learn some new cards for your deck, increasing your power each game. If you lose, we throw your deck away, and you have to start all over from the beginning with a new strategy. It's essentially a Hearthstone roguelike, and it's our most replayable single-player content ever. Also, it's completely free. It's totally separate from your normal collection. You don't need any cards to play. Come check it out here. We're here in the North Hall, and our demo station's over there. Come try it. I think you're gonna love it. It's awesome. All right. Don't forget to come to the panel later today to see the cards that you missed in the dungeon run and some of the other new mechanics in the set. The team is so excited about Kobolds and Catacombs. We cannot wait to share the set with you and the new dungeon run mode when it comes out next month. And now, it is my great pleasure to introduce someone who I personally have run a bunch of dungeons with in my time. From the Overwatch Arena, Jeff Kaplan.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Overwatch Arena. I think the arena is absolutely amazing. We're going to be here. Yeah, it is. Let's hear it for the arena. And you guys are amazing. We want to say a special hello to everybody watching at home. Everybody here at BlizzCon, whatever hall you're in, give it up for everybody watching at home right now. And for you guys who are here with us today, we can't thank you enough. It's amazing to have you here in Anaheim, California. California is my home state. I think it's the best state in the entire union. We have everything here. If it's not in California, as far as I'm concerned, it doesn't exist. I said it, that's right. We have the most beautiful mountains. We have the most beautiful beaches. Right outside these doors, right in front of me, there's even a theme park. Now, how many of you who are here in California with us for the weekend are going to also hit up the theme park? Now, it gets me wondering sometimes, and it gets the Overwatch team wondering, have you ever imagined what a Blizzard theme park might look like? The Overwatch team certainly has, and I present to you now, Blizzard World. Let's check it out.
Where you took your first steps in Azeroth. Where you confronted the Lord of Terror himself. Where you spawned your first Zergling rush. Sometimes, epic memories can only be made in an epic world. Your adventure, your community, your memories. See them come alive in your world. Blizzard World.
Epic fun detected.
Well met. Stay a while and listen to the fireworks. Come and visit Blizzard World. New adventures are waiting for you.
I can't wait to get on some rides.
For the Horde! Yeah, we did it. We went there. We had so much fun making this map, but the super fun part for us in making a map is seeing what you guys do on it. So we cannot wait for you to be playing this map. You'll be playing it all weekend here at BlizzCon. Also, the map will be going live early next year, and you'll see it on the PTR very, very soon. So the map is awesome. We had a ton of fun making it. It's a hybrid map, so that means it's part assault and part payload. Now, I know most of you don't know what payload is, so everybody turn to the Zenyatta main to your left, and he'll figure it out. You don't have to worry about it. Don't worry about what payload means. Now, one thing we always say about Overwatch is that the world needs heroes. And the Overwatch team thinks that you guys need another hero. I would like to announce and to introduce you to Moira. She speaks for herself. Let's check her out.
We are bedeviled by the mysteries of creation.
science can reveal the truths that lie behind these many questions. What we learn can unlock the true potential of humanity. To the shadows. Tell me how this feels. Come to me and I will heal you. I will unmake you. Simple geometry.
Lights out.
Surrender to my will. Allow me to repair the damage. I feel unstoppable. My will made real.
There she is. Moira is our newest support healer. Now, I know a lot of you were begging for a DPS, but we made a healer instead, so I hope you're okay with that. She is so much fun to play. She does a tremendous amount of healing. She also can do a tremendous amount of damage as well. So she's really fun and interactive to play. She has that fade ability, so that gives her great mobility as a support character as well. In case you're wondering how to spell Moira, it's spelled O-P-A-F, just in case you're wondering. So, there's some other cool notes about Moira that we should talk about. She has a really great backstory as well. Not only was she a part of Reyes's secretive Black Watch, she also has a storied history with Talon. Now, you guys are going to learn all about Moira, Blizzard World, and maybe even another announcement in the Overwatch What's Next panel. It's going to be on the Mythic stage at 2:45 today. I cannot encourage you enough to check out that panel. We even have an origin video for Moira that will be debuting during that panel. And Moira's fully playable here on the show floor in Blizzard World all weekend long. And dare I say, it's no limits. Oh my God, it's going to be a mess, but you'll have so much fun.
Excuse me, Mr. Kaplan. I'm here to deliver the payload.
What is this?
Hammer down! Candy! 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 I'm coming, my friend. You wait right there. It's a long way. I live for this.
Hi! Darren DePaul, voice actor for Reinhardt.
Once again, Halloween not popular in my neighborhood. 3 kids. 3. Jeff, Candy?
Yeah, thanks.
There you go. I am here because Blizzard changed my life as an actor, as a person. You guys have been amazing to me. I remember exactly where I was standing a couple BlizzCons ago when Overwatch was first announced, because I didn't even know it was called Overwatch. That first session, you didn't tell me anything.
We didn't tell you.
It was like a line drawing of Reinhardt with the helmet off. And so there was the first animated short, and I was going, a gorilla from the moon? I think I'm in that. And then they showed the gameplay trailer where they announced all the heroes. And I didn't hear me. And the last guy to come around was Reinhardt. And it was my birthday, so thank you. Happy birthday to me on that one. And now, guys, we're here. And we're all part of this amazing community because, thank you. More cry. I am going to cry. Crying is my ultimate, I will cry. But you guys have taken these characters and these worlds to your hearts and to your minds. They have inspired you. We've seen amazing cosplay. We've seen spectacular fan art. And of course, there are the animated shorts that are jaw-droppingly wonderful. And what we've seen May science her way out of a problem. We've seen the rivalry between Genji and Hanzo. We've seen Bastion be so just darn cute and lovable. So now... as a friend of mine might say, bring me another! Let's go, man.
I thought we talked about this. You don't have to do this anymore. Winston's message wasn't meant for you. This isn't your fight. Papa told me, after so many years of service, you gave Overwatch everything, and then they pushed you out. Why would you go back to them? What were you still fighting?
So, that's it. You're leaving us.
I have been called. I must answer. It is a great honor.
To disappear into some secret organization. Give up the glory of being a crusader? I don't think so.
He wishes he got picked.
The Crusaders are immortal defenders of Germany. People will be singing songs about our legacies.
Our legacies are our deeds. And this war is bigger than all of us.
Drop pods to the east, they're coming!
All right, people, they're playing our song. Stick with your dance partners. Let's crush those rust buckets.
Here's your walking stick, old man.
Live with honor.
Die with glory.
We workers run! Rocket up! Fire!
I love the wind in my hair.
Get back and protect your team!
They're just slowing me down. Besides, they're fine.
What is that?
That is mine.
Damn it, Reinhardt! Reinhardt!
More of those things!
We're being overrun! Fall back to the rally point. I'll get Reinhardt.
I had this.
Obviously. They're cutting us off. Let's move! That door won't hold. Get back to the unit. I will hold them off.
And let you have all the glory? We will fight our way back together.
No, I'm staying here.
But without you...
Lieutenant, You took an oath to be a Crusader. Now, keep it.
I won't leave you!
The team needs you. Be their shield. Reinhardt, live with honor.
Die with glory, old friend. I have been called. I must answer. Always.
Please welcome executive producer of World of Warcraft, J. Allen Brack.
Team Overwatch. Amazing, emotional piece. Thanks for setting me up. A very difficult job to come out to. I do want to talk about another game, one that also has amazing shoulder pads. Before we get started, I want to channel an old friend. Horde, where are you? Alliance, let me hear you! All right. Thank you. I'm grateful to have been given the opportunity to be with you here today. This is a really special day for me. This is a really special day for the team. To everyone here watching online, watching in the BlizzCon halls, we are here to talk about what's new for World of Warcraft. It has been a pretty incredibly epic year for the WoW community. We've seen old heroes fall and new ones rise. We adventured on the Broken Shore. We conquered Suramar. We watched the defeat of Gul'dan and Illidan crush his skull. And more awaits us on Argus, the confrontation with Sargeras, a Titan at the heart of Warcraft lore. We will be watching the community, and we'll be waiting on that world first. Now, before I get to the big news, I want to take a minute. And I want to talk about ice cream. Ice cream is great. Ice cream is one of my favorite desserts. Personally, I love chocolate, and I love cookies and cream. Cookies and cream is actually my all-time favorite dessert. But I understand that for some of you, your favorite flavor is vanilla.
Someone once said that you can't go home again, but they lacked vision. And a temporal discombobulator.
Fans of World of Warcraft around the world, we hear you. I am pleased and also a little bit nervous to announce the development of a classic server option for World of Warcraft. This is a larger endeavor than you might imagine, but we are committed to making an authentic Blizzard-quality classic experience. We want to reproduce the game experience that we all enjoyed from the original classic WoW, not the actual launch experience. So please bear with us. It's going to take some time, but it will happen. Now, I love you too. Now, I'm sure all of you remember the original WoW server blades that we auctioned off for charity a few years ago. We're probably going to need those back. Speaking of charity, in all seriousness, you all showed great support when we launched Shadow, the charity pet, ahead of schedule to help with disaster relief around the world. You've all donated very generously. It's always exciting to see the Horde and Alliance working together. Today, I am pleased to reveal that we've also created an IRL version of Shadow, available later this month. Sales of the Shadow plushie, adorable. Sales of the Shadow plushie through the end of the year will go to the same global disaster relief efforts. I speak for everyone at Blizzard when I say it makes a difference. You know, the annual charity contribution is one of the many symbols of the WoW community. And in total, you have all donated over $15 million to charitable causes over the years. So thank you for your help. I mentioned we had some news. Players are now actively fighting on Argus, homeworld of the Burning Legion. But soon that chapter will come to an end. Deep rivalries between the factions lingers. After all, you members of the Horde you came to Azeroth in search of nothing more than a home. And that is a journey that the Alliance has shown little respect for. Am I right, Horde? And Alliance, you do not forget the broken shore. You do not forget the betrayal that led to the death of your own King Varian. Animosity between the Horde and the Alliance remains strong. And from these deep wounds between the factions will flow the next story in the chapter of Azeroth. This is the story. Horde versus Alliance. Wounds that can never be healed. This is the beginning of the next expansion. Let's take a look at the features.
My father once told me that peace was like a dream. Beautiful, ephemeral, unattainable. I didn't listen. No one listened. We've made kindling from our suffering, stirred the embers of resentment, just waiting for a single spark to set the whole world aflame. As the Alliance returns to forgotten kingdoms, the Horde seeks the might of an ancient empire. Dream any longer. The time has come to call on allies willing to join the fight, to rally beneath the banners of a world at war.
Welcome to the new expansion. I heard some of you obviously spot Jaina, our favorite human mage. Or is Khadgar our favorite human mage? I'm not sure. Okay. Battle for Azeroth will make you prouder than ever to declare your allegiance to the Noble Alliance. Battle for Azeroth will call on you to rally in support of the mighty Horde. The stakes have never been higher. Now, more than ever, your faction matters. You're wondering about everything else you just saw. Islands, war fronts, and allied races. We can't wait to tell you about all that and more during our panels this weekend, starting right here at 12:30, right here. Game director Ian, creative director Alex will be here doing a deep dive of everything that's next with World of Warcraft. And it wouldn't be BlizzCon if you couldn't get your hands on some new content right now. Battle for Azeroth is playable here on the show floor for everyone at BlizzCon. We've also recorded some special videos of the BlizzCon experience, the BlizzCon demo experience for everyone watching with the virtual ticket. We have one more thing for you. Normally, we would announce the expansion, we would show the logo, and then later, much later, we would show you the intro cinematic. But this year is a little bit different. Now, before we roll this piece, I want to tell you that a lot of love has gone into everything that you're about to see here. So, on behalf of the thousands of people that work on World of Warcraft around the world, it is our great honor to share with you the intro cinematic for Battle for Azeroth.
Ours is a cycle of hatred. Alliances forged and broken. We have paid the price for sharing this world. And we have forgotten what makes us strong.
Close ranks! Advance has won! Lordaeron will be ours!
My king, we have her cornered.
Keep firing!
Have a great BlizzCon. Be good to one another. Have fun. Welcome home.
This concludes our opening ceremonies. Mythic Stage's panel presentations resume at 12:30 p.m. with World of Warcraft. What's next? Have a great BlizzCon.
Brought to you in part by Republic of Gamers, Intel, T-Mobile, and NVIDIA.
Everybody, joining us now is Blizzard Entertainment President and CEO Mike Morhaime. Mike, every year I think you can't get crazier than last.
I'm just still a little bit overwhelmed from that cinematic. That was amazing.
Yeah,
I mean,
that has to be one of my favorite cinematics that we've done.
Oh, by far. And not only
it's
that.
Incredible. It's so emotional.
Oh, yeah. It's like bringing it back. And by the way, bringing it back, that slow, long play out about ice cream. And I was like, where is this going?
Chad, JL, and Brack just with the vanilla.
My.
Classic servers. You guys, I swear, you guys, every year you listen to the community. Blizzard has always been so good about that, so good about hearing what the community wants. And this is, BlizzCon, which is about the community, and you guys have made it bigger and better than ever. So how do you guys decide to take feedback from the community?
Well, we're always listening to feedback, but the classic server feedback was something that's a really difficult technical challenge for us. And so, the team really has been doing a lot of work to assess feasibility and how we would do this because, if we're going to do something like that, we need to do it in a Blizzard quality way, where it's an experience that people are really going to be able to play, a polished experience. And, you remember back in the vanilla days, we had a lot of challenges, a lot of, you can't just go back to that original code.
You don't want to open the gates of AQ?
Yeah.
No?
There's a lot of challenges, So it's going to be a lot of work, but the team has signed up to be able to do it. They feel like they've figured out what we need to do. And, boy, I think it's worth it just to have that classic announcement cinematic, honestly.
I know. It's
the
pretty
rolling
cool.
back of time
I
with
loved
Chromie.
that.
Oh, mind-blowing.
Amazing.
And it really does feel like you're taking World of Warcraft back to its roots, not just in the past, but in the future, because now it's all about that great original conflict, Horde versus Alliance.
Yeah.
Right. And the Horde versus Alliance, the thing is, we were talking about this a little bit beforehand, before we sat down, but this is a franchise that's been going on for 20 years now, Warcraft. And you guys have been doing Blizzard for 25 years. And it just happens to be...
a little birdie told us.
Somebody's 50th birthday today. So we would like to, on behalf of BlizzCon, wish you a very happy birthday.
Well, thank you very much. This is like the best possible way that I can think to spend a birthday is, just spending it with the community here at BlizzCon. It's like the best birthday party ever.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. And it's all about the community, really. This is such a great opportunity for people to come together and meet people that they've been playing with for years. And I know people that have met their wives here and their husbands. It's so great to be able to get outside of the game and actually physically interact. And we always talk about this every year, but it is one of the kindest places to be. And is that something that you guys really tried hard to foster?
We're just always amazed when we come out here, and I just hear just stories from people all over the world who grew up playing our games, and people who started back in the Lost Viking days.
Yeah.
Just like, I didn't even know there were that many people who played Lost Vikings, but I guess they're all here.
Well, for you, Lost Vikings, in particular as well, when you think back about it, with 25 years, you've been making games for now half your life. What does that feel like? There's a lot of young game developers out there. What kind of advice would you give to them at this point? Like, being able to look back and say, I've been doing this half my life.
Well, that's just crazy to think about. It certainly doesn't feel that way to me. The first half went by a lot slower than the second half. But, my advice always is just follow your passion. Do what really gets you motivated and excited. because you spend a lot of time in your job, in your occupation, and it just really makes a big difference if that's what really geeks you up and excites you. And I think also that's what enables you to push a little harder and create something really special. So that's probably the main thing. And then I think also there's so much pressure, probably no matter what occupation you're in.
Yeah.
There's always pressure, for the deadlines and to get it done and to get it done faster and better and more efficient, and just taking pride in the quality of the work, because there's always next time.
Yeah.
But don't think like that, oh, you'll get it right next time. You have to think you're going to get it right every time.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you look back and you won't have gotten it right ever.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Yeah, just do it and commit to doing it well, no matter what it is.
Well, it is going to be a huge weekend. Thank you so much, Mike, for giving us even just a little bit of your time. I know you're a very, very busy man this weekend.
It is always so fun to come and hang out and talk to you guys. Thanks for being back.
Oh my God, thanks for having us.
Pleasure.
This is like the best time of year for us. We say it's our favorite time, so thank you.
Thank you very much, Mike. All right, that is going to do it for our free preview. To continue watching, and trust me, you're going to want to continue watching. You're going to need to get the BlizzCon virtual ticket available right now at blizzcon.com. It's the next best thing to being here because it literally brings BlizzCon into your home, onto your phone, your tablet, wherever you may be, however you're watching. We've got a ton of great content coming your way, so we really hope you stick around.
And for those of you watching who have actually purchased the virtual ticket, it's time to get that payload moving. Your BlizzCon All Access experience starts right now.
Some things are just worth fighting for.
We can make a difference again. The world needs us now. More than ever. Are you with me? Open fire!
It's gonna take me alive. It's ours to make things right.
Welcome to BlizzCon.
Oh my God, guys, welcome back. First off, we didn't even have time. We didn't even have time to talk about that amazing opening cinematic to the entire BlizzCon experience. I swear to God, when that little girl turns around and they edit Mercy in to be right there with the Muse music.
So cool.
I mean, it's like Blizzard nails tone. Like, I feel like every time I watch a cinematic, I watch an animated short, like the Reinhardt animated short.
Oh my God, that was gorgeous.
It just hits you in all of the feel bags.
Yeah,
you know what
it really
I mean?
does. Yeah, I agree. I mean, every year, guys. But right now,
crazy.
we've really got to check in right now with our BlizzCon floor correspondent, Anna Prosser, who's apparently already made a new friend.
Anna's making friends?
She is. Apparently.
This is Stephanie and Adrian from the Heroes of the Storm team at Blizzard, and a very special guest. Probius is here in the flesh, or rather in the... What is Probius made out of?
So he's made out of plexiglass, aluminum, and lots of love, of course. When we partnered up with our friends at B-Core, who put this together in about 6 weeks. So as you can see, he's very animated. He's very excited to be here. And yeah, excited for him to meet everybody at BlizzCon.
Let's chat with Probius a little bit. Sorry we've been ignoring you, Probius, but I'm so excited to see you here at BlizzCon. I know that you've been hanging out in Heroes of the Storm as well as in StarCraft, and of course the people at home want to know which is better, Heroes of the Storm or StarCraft. Oh, I totally agree. Absolutely. And also, Probius, you are well familiar with all of the teams playing Heroes of the Storm, as well as all the pros playing StarCraft. Who are you rooting for? Oh, really? I'm very surprised to hear you say that, but that player is probably absolutely going to win. So have a great time, and do you have any messages for your fans? You're so cheeky, Probius.
I love that. That's awesome. Anna, thank you so much.
I can't believe, first off, I can't believe that they made a giant Probius.
I know.
Like,
Actually,
really?
I can't believe it.
It's crazy because they have so much amazing stuff here. Like, did you see the Sylvanas that they have?
Did I see the Sylvanas? Who are you talking to?
I shouldn't have even asked.
Of course I have. All right, guys.
You're like, I have 5 pictures of me and Sylvanas.
I do.
Yeah.
There's like 20 already.
Yeah.
But you guys, here's what's coming up on the show schedule later today. All right, so at 12:30 p.m., we've got the World of Warcraft What's Next panel. Definitely don't want to miss that. I want to know what is going on.
Yeah.
At 1:30, we've got the Blizzard Social panel. At 1:45, we've got interview here at the desk with Ian Hazakosis. He's the game director
And we
of
can
World of Warcraft.
we are going to poke Ian Hazakosis hard
right.
to get all of the information out of him about what we saw. Because the end of that opening ceremony was like, oh yeah, by the way, here's the expansion of World of Warcraft. Peace.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, he's going to be wonderful to talk to you about it because I've got a lot of questions.
Yeah.
And especially after the What's Next panel. And then Overwatch, What's Next at 3 o'clock. Got a lot of questions there about Moira.
What the what? Blizzard World?
Blizzard World.
What the what?
I want Blizzard World to be a real thing. I
Yeah.
hope other people do too. I have a feeling that social is lighting up
I
about
would love
that.
to go party at Blizzard World.
Me too.
I mean, the funny thing is, we're sort of partying at Blizzard World right now.
And
it were.
Lastly, at 6 p.m., we've got the community night coming up for you guys, which is awesome. That's the talent show, the costume contest. Chris Hardwick going to be joining us here later also today.
Yeah.
But he's going to be doing the comedy show and everything.
I know, we've really amped up the coverage that we're going to do here at the desk. So we are actually, I love that we're going over the schedule. It's basically just the next hour.
Yeah.
Like, that's like our next hour. And then we have way more stuff coming up. We got way more guests coming to the table.
Yeah.
And then, community night.
Right, and later on, we're going to be taking you guys over to the BlizzCon community night that we were talking about just a little bit ago, which of course includes the Epic Talent and Costume Contest, which we just mentioned.
Love that
and if
stuff.
any of you guys are watching and you guys have cosplay pics that you're wearing and you'd like to share, please share them with us at #BlizzCon. Even if you're watching at home and you have the costume on, how cool would that be? We want to see the pics. So send us your photos on Twitter and Instagram using #BlizzCon. Don't forget to tag us. We will pick our favorites at the end of the day.
Look, at the end of the day, the opening ceremony left us with so many questions.
Oh my God.
Right? I feel like, are we gonna hear any more about classic WoW stuff? It seems like that's a tease. That's like we're doing this, but let's talk about the expansion, which I totally understand.
Right.
But even the expansion, they just mentioned offhand some things where they were like, oh yeah, you can get to level 120, warfronts, dungeons. But they didn't get into details on those things.
No, that's why the What's Next panel is going to be really cool because you can actually see what's going on.
Yeah, but also, how are they going to deal with mechanics? Like, every year it seems like they add new mechanics to WoW.
Oh, yeah.
Which I love because they're all great. But you get to that point where you're going, well, what are the new mechanics in this expansion?
Right.
Now that we're not fighting the Legion, now that it's not all about the Fel and Incursion, all that stuff, it's going to go back to the bread and butter, Horde v Alliance.
Yep.
For the Alliance, just saying.
For the Horde. Okay. Or just for Sylvanas. How cool was that cinematic with Sylvanas?
Okay.
Okay.
First off, I feel like all the cinematic, I mean, it's just crazy, but that cinematic, especially right on the heels of the announcement of the, I mean,
Classic
the cinematic
servers.
of the turning back time with
Ah,
Chromie
so cool.
and going back through all of the other cinematics and then ending on black, and I was like, if it is a dwarven hunter with a gun and a bear on a
Exactly.
hill, I am going to lose my brain. And it was.
And you lost it.
But then to follow that up with, oh, by the way, here's the new expansion, which is all about giving you those same classic WoW feels, it really brought that nostalgia back.
It's true. That's actually a really good point. It melded it together because it's like, here's classic servers, and here is the classic way that we know how to play World of Warcraft.
All right,
Horde
well,
versus
now I
Alliance.
need to know about it. So right now, it is time to learn more about the just announced Warcraft expansion as we head back over to the Mythic stage for the World of Warcraft What's Next?
What's next?
Hello, BlizzCon! So, it's such an honor to be here with all of you. Thank you for coming. Thank you for tuning in online. Could not be more excited on behalf of the entire Warcraft team to share with you what we've been working on pretty much since the moment Legion came out. The next chapter in World of Warcraft, Battle for Azeroth. Now, I know every BlizzCon is special, and I'm a bit biased here, but there's something particularly special about WoW expansion announcement BlizzCons. So, this is going to be a good day. So I know you have a lot of questions after what you've seen, and so we're going to try to walk you through a whirlwind tour of what this expansion has to offer. The setting, the story, the characters, the features, the systems, and more. So without further ado, let me introduce our creative director, Alex Afrasiabi, to tell you about the world of Battle for Azeroth.
Thank you, Ian. Nice shirt. This is the new shirt. Hello, BlizzCon. It's good to see you all again. We are here today to talk about the Battle for Azeroth and prepare you for the coming war. By now, we've all seen that incredible cinematic where from the get-go, battle lines are drawn. And what I like best about that cinematic, and it does so many things so well, is that it reinforces the foundations of Warcraft. Because whether we're fighting the Burning Legion, the Scourge, Old Gods, Dragon Aspects, Elemental Lords, or yes, time-traveling orcs, our hearts and minds are with our factions. We do what we do in this world, first and foremost, for the Horde and for the Alliance. Not them. And that makes us the champions of Azeroth, the greatest hope the world has ever known, and also its biggest threat. But this is WoW. We don't just get to watch awesome cinematics, we get to live them. Because to get to the Battle for Azeroth, you're going to have to go through the Battle for Lordaeron. Like the Broken Shore, we'll pick up where the cinematic left off. And what goes down that day will change Warcraft history forever. Now, some of you might be asking, hey Alex, why would the Alliance attack the Undercity? It's a good question. It's a good question. Here's a better question. Why would the Horde burn down Teldrassil? Did Teldrassil fall first? Did Teldrassil fall first and lead to the attack on the Undercity? Or was the burning of Teldrassil a response to the bold Alliance attack on Lordaeron? You'll find out. Think about this. The stage is set for an Alliance-controlled Eastern Kingdoms and a Horde-controlled Kalimdor, with one great big sea separating the two continents, which leads us to our search for allies. In our quest for victory, we will seek out the Kultirans as the Alliance and the Zandalari as the Horde. Coincidentally, both of these nations have extremely powerful navies, which we're going to need to span that Great Sea. Let me leave you with this thought. No boats. Some boats. Let me leave you with this thought. No matter who fired the first shot, we are in an all-out war. It's our duty as Alliance. That's right. As Horde. To defend our people, our families, and our homes. This is the battle for Azeroth. So to recap, the Alliance and the Horde are in an all-out war. Old hatreds have reignited as both factions strike at each other's hearts. Now, with the world divided, we seek out lost territories and new powerful resources. And with no external threats, we turn our fury on each other. We fight for our faction's survival and our place in this world. And to win this war, we're gonna need all the help we can get, which leads us to find new and old allies alike. And that takes us to Kultiras and Zandalar, which opens up two new continents to the game, which we're gonna take a look at right now. Woo! All right, starting with Kultiras for the Alliance. Kultiras was founded 3,000 years ago when a group of Gilneans left the old empire to explore the Great Sea. They came upon this cold, mountainous island, rich in natural resources, and decided to settle in. Now, over the course of the next 2,500 years, the Kultirans built the most powerful navy on Azeroth. A navy that the Alliance really, really wants. Today, Kultiras is ruled by 4 houses, which we'll find out are in a bit of trouble. And before we're going to get the Kultirans to join our side, we're going to need to help them with their problems. Lastly, Kultiras is broken up into 3 main regions. We've got Tiragard Sound in the middle, the Drusvar in the southwest, and Stormsong Valley in the north. Let's take a look at the zones of Kultiras. All right, first up, we've got Tiragard Sound. So Tiragard Sound sits on an inlet in the middle of the continent, and it connects the Great Sea. It's the main connection point for all of the different zones. Now, within Tiragard, we'll find the capital city of Kultiras, Boralis. This will also be the Alliance's main base of operations in the battle for Azeroth. So this will be your hub. Now, I mentioned that Kultiras was ruled by 4 houses. When we get to Tiragard, we'll meet the first of these houses, led by a familiar name, Proudmoore. Meet Catherine Proudmoore, everybody. This is Jaina's mother, and I want to go on record here and just head this off. She is 100% not a dreadlord. Not. Now, Kultirans by nature are monster hunters, specifically big, nasty sea monsters, which has led to a much hardier breed of human, like these big fellas over here. And I also mentioned that the zones each have their own problems. Well, in Tiragard, one of the problems has to do with pirates. Normally, the outlaws of Kultiras hang out at the pirate city of Freehold. But in recent months, they've gotten a little bold and have started to attack Tierguard Sound. And we're going to have to deal with that. Now, who wants to see a video? Yeah. All right, let's take a look at Tierguard Sound. Woo! Moving on to Dressfar. There's a Q&A tomorrow. You can ask your questions there. Moving on to Dressfar. Dressfar is a forested, mountainous region that's located in the southwest part of Kultiras. Lord and Lady Waycrest govern this region, but in recent months, they've been suspiciously absent from public affairs. And this has been a huge cause for concern for the people that call this place their home. Now, this absence has also put a stop to the main contribution that Dressfar makes to Kultiras: arms and sausages. I'm honestly not sure what's worse. It feels like sausages is worse. Now, as we're exploring Dressfar and trying to uncover the mystery of the missing Waycrests and restore order and sausages, we'll find that the land is cursed. And you can start that story today on the show floor with a Dressfar playable demo. So after we're done here, make sure to get out there and give it a go. Let's take a look at a video for Dressfar. Last up in Kultiras, we've got Stormsong Valley. Now, unlike Tierguard Sound and Dressfar, Stormsong Valley is lush, green, and beautiful. The area is ruled by House Stormsong, and the people of this region are devoted to the sea with a fanatical religious fervor. Now, they're led by a group known as Sea Priests. It's through Stormsong and the Sea Priests that the mighty Kultiran Navy is built. Every ship, every piece that goes into every ship must first be blessed by the Sea Priests before the vessels are deemed seaworthy. They take their shipbuilding really seriously here. Now, when we get to Stormsong, we'll find that shipbuilding operations have come to a stop as ancient dark forces are attacking from the sea. And Quillbors. Lots and lots of Quillbors. Let's take a look at a video of Stormsong Valley. right. Beautiful. All right, so we've gotten a glimpse into the areas and zones of Kul Tiras. Let's switch gears and take a look at Zandalar for the Horde. Woo! So, without a doubt, troll civilizations are some of the oldest on Azeroth. And the Zandalari Empire is no exception, having been formed some 16,000 years ago. Now, the island we know as Zandalar today was actually once a landlocked mountain range, but the Sundering changed all of that when the mountains and most of the empire sank into the sea. But trolls are a hardy and resourceful race. They adapted to island life and over thousands of years mastered the seas. Today, the Zandalari have a navy that rivals, if not surpasses, the Kul Tirans, which makes them a very attractive ally to the Horde in this battle for Azeroth. But when we arrive there, we'll find that things are not going great for the Zandalari. And before we can get them to join us, we're going to need to restore some order. Like Kul Tiras, Zandalar is broken up into three main regions. We've got Zuldazar in the south, the swamp of Nazmir in the northeast, and the desert of Vol'dun in the northwest. Let's take a look at the zones of Zandalar. All right, so starting with Zuldazar itself. Zuldazar is the capital city of the Zandalari and also the only safe refuge the Zandalari trolls have in this region. They're being attacked not just from outside their borders, but from within. This will also be the capital of the Horde in this expansion as they try to keep this empire from falling apart. Now, when we first arrive at Zuldazar, we will meet King Rastakhan and his daughter, the mighty Princess Talanji. And with Talanji, we will explore and investigate a potential uprising from within Capital City. And if that weren't bad enough, Blood Troll invaders from the north, from the swamps of Nazmir, are hammering the borders of Zuldazar, making things really hard for the Zandalari. Let's take a look at a video of Zuldazar. Epic. Videos are nice, but they don't even do the actual zone justice. Once you get in there, it's amazing. Okay, on to one of my favorite zones, Nazmir. Now, before the Cataclysm, Nazmir was a lush forest. But when Deathwing broke the world, he shook something loose, and Nazmir started sinking into the sea. Today, it's a wretched, festering swamp, which turns out is the perfect environment for blood trolls to thrive in. The same blood trolls attacking Zuldazar today. Now, to defeat these blood trolls, we are going to need to enlist the aid of powerful Loa. Now, for those of you that don't know, Loa are basically gods to the trolls. Up there we've got one Samdi, who some of you may know, and Kragwa, the frog Loa, who you'll definitely want to know if you want that sweet frog mount. I know you do. I know you do. Now, as we're digging through the muck in Nazmir, we will uncover ancient Titan secrets and a Titan facility. And inside that facility, there might hold the key to destroying all life on Azeroth, which clearly we do not want. And I hope the Alliance is paying attention here. There are things you're going to need to do as well. And you know what's awesome? Nazmir is playable today on the show floor. So, how'd that get in there? Chris Metzen, good lord. So, let's take a look at a video of Nazmir. Yeah. All right, last up for Xanalar, we've got the Desert of Vol'dun. Would you believe that Vol'dun was once a vibrant jungle? You probably believe that, it's totally plausible. But all of that changed when the Akir, this mighty, savage group of old god minions, attacked this region thousands of years ago, leaving nothing but desert and ruin in their wake. So, what do the Xandalari do with an uninhabitable desert? Well, they use it to basically send off their criminals to. And most of them die. Most of them. Now, as... Yes, indeed. As they're even cuter in person. As we explore Vol'dun, we will come across a native race of fox people known as the Volpera, who I know we will be compelled to help because of just how cute and cuddly they are. I just want to eat them up. And Vol'dun's got its share of baddies as well, like these snake men, the Sethrak, who will make sure that your stay here is unpleasant. Let's take a look at a video of Vol'dun. All right. And that was Xandalar. Before I hand off to Ian, I want to take a minute to talk about character stories. In Legion, we did the character story for Illidan, and we really liked how that turned out across the patches. And which, by the way, it's not quite done yet. It'll get there pretty soon.
So you'll start to build up some outposts in Kultiris as a Horde player. You'll start to build up some outposts in Zandalar as an Alliance player that will set the stage for the eventual 120 experience when it all opens up. Now at max level, there will be world quests, there will be emissaries. We're very happy with how this has played out.